Hello, everybody. My name is Marci Melzer, and I'm an intuitive speech language pathologist and language facilitation coach and consultant. And I'm here this week with another energy focus video for you. And today, the theme is review, realize, and respond. And that's because we've got some big planetary energy going on. So if you're new watching my energy focus videos, welcome. I do these videos every week to bring you 3 bits of information to help you work through the energy of the week and help you move forward with grace and ease and fun in your language facilitation journey. So we're going to do, as usual, I'm going to talk about 3 different things. The first thing we're going to do is talk about what's going on with the astrology, just in a general way to help you work with the energies. The second thing we're going to do is I'm going to share with you the top 3 videos from my Waves of Communication platform to watch this week to help you with all the energies of everything that's going on in the environment, the social media and the world environment. And I'm going to share one of my language facilitation inspiration cards with you to give you some actual language facilitation strategies to help you work with your late talker and all of the energies that are going on this week. So we're all feeling the effects of the planets. Let's get started and talk about what that is. And let's see if I can get all my graphics together. Like I said, we've got lots of things going on in the planets, and the big thing is the Mercury Retrograde. That is starting on the 14th. So today is the 12th as I'm filming this now. And so we've got a couple days to get ready. Mercury's already starting to slow down. And when retrograde just means that Mercury looks in the sky like it's moving backwards instead of forwards like the other planets are. And what it means in an astrological storytelling kind of situation is it happens a few times a year. This year, I think we're going to hit 4 different Mercury retrogrades, and they're going to be in earth signs. Now, this one is starting in an air sign and going into an earth sign and then coming back into an air sign in this particular retrograde. And if you follow your own chart, you're going to be looking at any interactions that you have in your personal chart or your child's chart between 24 degrees of Capricorn and 10 degrees of Aquarius, because that's where Mercury's going to hit 10 degrees of Aquarius. Then it's going to stop and turn around and go back to 24 degrees of Capricorn and then turn back around and go through. And that's where they talk about that shadow period, because Mercury's already been through this period of time. It's now going to be going back over and reviewing. So particularly anything that you've been initiating over the past maybe few days or even up to a few weeks, these things are going to be revisited now. You're going to be making sure that you're on the right path. And this is your opportunity to make sure you are on the right path. So Mercury retrograde is a period of time. Like I said, this one goes until February 4th. So we're going to be in this refiguring out idea mindset now for a few weeks, and our minds are going to change. While Mercury's hanging out still in Aquarius, there's lots of thought, lots of messages, that's why I talked about this theme for today when I use these words of review, realize, respond, because these are very air into earth kind of situations. We realize what's going on when the planets are in the air signs, when they're, especially Aquarius, we're really thinking about how we're moving forward. Aquarius is very forward moving part of the astrological chart. We're not thinking about the old ways. We want to change. We want to get rid of stuff that doesn't work anymore. This is what this retrograde period is going to do for you. You're going to realize what isn't working for you. You're going to regroup. You're going to see what's happening. Wait a minute. I know these other things are available to me. And you're going to start trying out and just playing around with what's going on. What you start now, what you started before, these things are very flexible. You have to be very flexible during Mercury retrograde. That's always going to help you, because whenever we see changes, forward moving, backward moving, moving from air signs into earth signs, back into air signs, it's all very volatile. And we've got major planetary alignment with Pluto and square with Uranus. And Uranus rules Aquarius, where Mercury's playing around and going forwards and backwards. So expect the unexpected, expect surprises, expect changes. And that's why I'm telling you now, before these energies get rolling, that you want to get your foundation squared away. So let's talk about the videos. Moving into the top 3 videos I have for you to watch this week, always on the Waves of Communication platform. I share with you the videos. There's more than 450 videos now on the platform, and I'm going to share with you the top 3 that you can work with this week to help you understand these energies and work with what's going on, in the world and the energy with it, as above, so below, right? And the first one, of course, is this video I did last year with my astrologer, Rachel, and how to use Mercury retrograde energy for language facilitation. It's a great video where we really dig into understanding Mercury retrograde. If this is your first exposure to Mercury retrograde and you want to learn how to work with it instead of work against it or have it work against you, where a lot of people are like, they shut down during Mercury retrograde and don't do anything because they're afraid of the things breaking down. And I think that it's a good time to really see what you've got going on and take a hard look at it, because this is the time that's easy for change. Change is the energy's easy for it. So this is what we want. We want to make changes to see improvement, and we want to take advantage of these energies. So the first video is definitely go check out that Mercury retrograde. And again, all the links for these videos are in the description below. Okay, the second video that I have as a recommendation for you today is this one, which is live language facilitation coaching. It's one I did this fall. You can tell because my hair's dark already. And this was back when I was still starting to grow it out. This is when late talkers are diagnosed by teachers and care providers. And I chose this video for this week because as kids are coming back now, after the holidays, if your school is open, wherever you are, this is the time of year when everybody's starting to evaluate placements for next year, because they don't want to wait until the end of the school year to be deciding all these things. They're going to start now. And during this period of time, January is when they start pulling out the screeners and they start seeing how far has your child come, where are they still behind, what's going on. There are going to be people with eyes on your kiddos this time of year, especially. It happens a few times a year. That's why I did it again in the fall, because it really happens then. But January is another time for this. And this video will help you if you get one of those papers home that says, we had, XYZ professional in, or we've been doing a screener, we've been running our ages and stages, or whatever they're doing to analyze your kiddo. They're going to have some feedback and or recommendations for you. And that video that I just talked about is going to help you ride out those situations when that happens, know how to respond and react, all those things that we're going to be doing now. Realize, react, and respond, right? The way you're going to be doing it the right way. Okay. And then the third video I have for you is this one. And it's again another video, because during Mercury retrograde, we're going to be talking about it for a few weeks because it's hanging around. But this one is to get your plan restarted when you feel stuck. This is a mindset video, really, because most of the time your plan stops, or you stop seeing forward movement when you get stuck in a mindset trap. You think it is, you need to be doing more because you're seeing less, right? And you take on those responsibilities. So it could be that if you are feeling stuck, you might be stuck in a mindset trap and doing the wrong things on an unconscious path, chasing after remedies, or listening to people who don't know your child tell you what they think without deeply analyzing like you know how to do. So that's the 3 videos that I have for you this week. These videos will help you ride through the energies of change, of worry, of second guessing. It always happens, especially when we're talking about a Mercury retrograde that's in an air sign and moving between signs during that retrograde. It's all volatile. It's all change. It's all expect the unexpected. So when you know how, when you have your toolkit, your survival kit, right, then you can respond to any kind of negative energy that you feel, any kind of surprising or unsure. I don't want to say negative because it might be a surprise to you, but all information is good information because, like we talked about last week, you're going to learn about yourself through as you work through problems. You're going to learn about other people as you work through problems together, or not, or the way you work through problems together. Problems are going to come. This is what this is about. We get problems to help us evolve. When we solve problems, we learn from those experiences. And that's what this period of time is going to be about. I can't say it enough. It's going to be unpredictable. You're going to see behaviors that you're not sure about. You're going to get feedback that is surprising to you. You're going to hear people say things about your kiddo that you never considered, right? That's what's going to happen during this period of time. And I want you to be ready for it. So let's move into the next part where I've talked about these language facilitation inspiration cards that I have. And the card that I pulled out for you today is this one, which is consider the sacrifice. Okay. So here is a mom who is driving her kiddo somewhere that she's got to go, because I literally had a mom tell me this on a strategy session call today. I take my kiddo to the therapy because if I don't take him there, I don't feel like I'm doing it. I'm fulfilling my responsibility. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And that is a mindset that you get based on something somebody told you, some story somebody told you, that only parents who take their kids to therapies or invest money in X, Y, and Z are good parents. It doesn't require you to do anything that you consider as a sacrifice. You should be happily willing to you should be happily willing to do whatever you do. It should feel easy to pay the money because you know you're going to get something really good. It should feel happy when you're driving to the place, the therapy, the class, the situation that you're going, because you're excited about going there to learn something new, right? It should feel safe. You shouldn't feel like a feeling of dread as you pull into the parking lot because you don't know what you're going to see and you've had negative experiences there. These things take away from any positive experience that you would get from wherever you're driving your child in traffic while they're sitting on a device in the vehicle and you're burning up money, okay? These are the things that you're considering during a Mercury retrograde, that you're considering anytime you make an investment for your child. So the image here speaks so loudly to me when I saw it. It's why I had to put it on a card, because a lot of parents don't consider the sacrifice because they're doing things that they were told they were supposed to do or they feel like they're supposed to do, but they don't consider the sacrifice behind them. And here's how you do it. On the flip side, this is an orange. Because orange is the is the solar plexus, sacral, right? Sacral chakra is orange. Where is your power? This is you taking your power to create your own results and not feel like I'm gonna miss something. My kid's gonna miss something if we miss speech therapy. It shouldn't be like that. It should be that you can find these results yourself, because you can't trust that speech therapy is going to be there forever. Even the speech therapist might quit tomorrow. You don't know. You can't rely on that, but you can rely on yourself, right? It can feel tempting to give away your energy to outside experts and interventions that you believe will solve your problems and eliminate your worries and fears. That's why you're worried. That's why you're like, we can't miss appointment because he's going to miss this intervention with this person that I had to arrange and pay for and use my insurance for and all that. It can be very tempting to rely on that stuff. In fact, those providers can make it very tempting. Just bring your kid here. We'll fix them. We'll do whatever. But listen, it's okay to stop any intervention that the late talker does not enjoy. That's the first thing. It has to be fun for everybody. And you can create fun alternatives using knowledge from your experiences. Learn the good, the bad, and the ugly from wherever you are. Use the good. Eliminate the bad and the ugly. You'll find it. Create it yourself. Trust yourself because you can do this. Take responsibility to implement your own strategies every day. That's where you can find amazing results. When instead of focusing on traffic and the road and the bills you're paying, spend that energy focusing on connecting with your late talker, and you will find that you will see results faster than all of these other appointments or investments are getting you. You can create better results yourself. And that's what we talk about here on the Waves of Communication platform. And as always, I have many, many resources to provide for you to help you to learn how to do all of this stuff, right? It starts with the language facilitation inspiration cards that you can get on my website. There are a few left. Order them now so you can get them. They come with a PDF workbook so you can learn how to work with these cards yourself and learn how to get your progress going. Interaction, create your own therapy, your own language facilitation experiences. That's what we're coaching here. And then of course, I have now my new workbook. Let me just show you that because I've got some very exciting news about it. So this one, the 11-week language facilitation journey to speech, is available on Amazon everywhere now. US, Canada, UK, they're printing it now. So you can order this and get it and get your progress started. It teaches you how to do everything, how to analyze, how to figure out your mindset, how to keep your mindset straight, and how to journal and keep track of it every single day. And because this is so effective and it's been working so well, it's what I do with people in coaching. I just made it into a workbook so you can work for yourself and keep yourself straight, get your own plan, everything together. What I have done, you guys, is I am working on translating this into multiple languages. So just now, yesterday, I have published the Espanol version. So, tú puedes. You can get it right now. Oh, not yet right now. I can't say that right now. You're going to be able to get it this week. It's uploaded to Amazon right now. I got a little ahead of myself because I can't say it's available. They just have to do the approval in the process, but it's been created. It's been translated. It's been uploaded. It's actually even better than the English version. It's a little bit longer. It's got a few more pages. I'm probably going to be updating the English version based on this experience. I learned what little mistakes I made in the first one as I retrograde reviewed this, and I wanted to get it released right before the retrograde. So look for the Ruta de 11 semanas para facilitar el habla, because it's the same. It's the 11-week journey in Espanol. If you have a parent, your mom and dad, or a caregiver or somebody like that who speaks Spanish and not English, or if you are a therapist, an early intervention provider, anybody like that who is trying to equip and empower parents to be more independent, and English isn't their first language, they don't read English at all, but they read Spanish, this is where you're going to be able to help them. Even in my little bilingual world, I'm able to figure out how to get this language facilitation message to everybody around the world, because most people who are bilingual understand the struggle of learning a new spoken language. And you can provide that empathy to late talkers as you teach them how to use their first spoken language and create even bilingual experiences. So if you are a Spanish speaking person, stay tuned to Amazon, stay tuned to the channel. We're going to be learning about more. It'll be available by the end of the week for you to buy all over those US places, even in Spain. So you're going to be able to get the Spanish version everywhere. You can get the English version starting really soon. So very exciting. I needed to get that launched. The next versions I'm going to be working on during the retrograde time. Also, I've got my little candle I just wanted to share with you. My kids always give me a Mercury retrograde candle every week, every year, every season. I always get a few of these. They said they should start making stock because it's by this new moon beginnings. There's lots of these options, but I burn these candles too to help me with the energy. Essential oils, your meditation, your self-care, how you work with these energies and enjoy your Mercury retrograde process is everything. Your experience can be whatever you create. When you get nice things around you, when you get the tools that you need, when you watch and interact and connect, and don't freak out or get excited about the changes that are coming. Ride the waves all up and down. That's why we call it waves of communication. There's ups and downs through the entire process. And hopefully today's energy focused video will help you ride those waves with grace and ease and have a really amazing Mercury retrograde. I know I'm gonna, because there's new versions of this workbook coming out in multiple languages. And as I'm in my retrograde, I'm gonna be reworking and getting them looking all beautiful so that people all over the world can benefit from language facilitation. No matter what language you speak or read, you're gonna be able to connect with your late talker, turn their nonverbal communication into spoken language so they can share their wisdom with the world and everybody can understand the messages that they share, because we all need to benefit from that. So thanks again for joining me, everybody, for another energy focus video. Don't forget, tomorrow is live Q&A. Every Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern, you can join me right here where you're watching this video now for live Q&A. I've already got questions coming in for this week that we're going to get started with, so it's a lot of questions. Your questions are welcome on any of my videos. I collect the questions and answer them all on Thursday Q&A. So get the workbook. If you're interested in coaching or working with me to get rocket ship your results and start to get your kid talking in weeks, wavesofcommunication.com is where you visit. Otherwise, I'll see you on my next video. Bye for now.